Okay, so, all right, so let's talk a little bit about financial insecurity, okay? And you're bringing up a good point. Especially nowadays, right? People are afraid, number one, they're going to lose their job. Number two, is they're going to get their hours cut, right? So here's how, and this is something you really need to master, okay? Financial insecurity, because this is something that's very prevalent, and especially nowadays with everybody with getting their hours cut and everything like that. So here's how I would overcome financial insecurity, okay? Is the customer says, hey, listen, you know, you sat down, you're presenting the numbers, hey, listen, I'm just afraid I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm afraid I might lose my job, my hours get cut, okay? What would you say, based on your experience, okay, which has been here for 1 month, okay? Based on your experience, what would you say to a customer that said, hey, listen, I'm just afraid I'm not going to have the hours. I just don't think I can do this based on that. I'm just not sure I can do it right now.
Are you making a payment on a car right now?
Mm-hmm.
And how much are you paying right now?
I'm paying $350 a month.
And that's not going to change anyways if you change your car and you go to another car, that's not going to change. You're still going to have payment to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the one you're showing me is $420 a month.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you gonna, if you lose your job, are you gonna stop eating? This is gonna be one of your.
Yes, I'm going to stop eating.
Really?
Yes.
You're gonna stop?
I have to. I can't afford it.
Well, then why do you need a car if you're gonna be paid, if you're gonna start?
I'm just kidding. But, right, so good point though. You brought up, listen, you were headed down the right way on the first one. Now all of a sudden I threw the kicker and it was $70 more a month than what they're paying right now, right? So chances are what they're doing is, right, they're upgrading in years, they're upgrading and downgrading in miles, right? So here's how I would approach that. And you're heading down the exact right track, so you're not far off. So what I would say to this customer, first of all, you don't speak in first person, right? What are you going to do? Stop eating? So you're asking me direct personal questions. Could you offend me? Could you? Possibly?
Yeah.
Right? So we talk about third person. Right? So speaking third person. So here's what I do. Say, first of all, right, I recognize, number one, hey, I totally appreciate where you're coming from. You know, a lot of our customers feel the same way that you felt. You know, hey, listen, there's a lot of uncertainty out there as far as job, right? Whether or not you're going to have a job, whether or not you're going to have the hours cut. Here's what we find with a lot of our customers, though, Vinny, is that here's the deal. Right now, you're paying a $350 payment, and right now, you're kind of set up on what we call a variable payment. Do you know what I mean by a variable payment, Vinny?
No.
Okay, what I mean by that is right now, you have a $350 payment coming every month. If something were to happen to this vehicle, okay, mechanically, now you're not only going to be responsible for that $350 payment, but you could possibly be responsible for a $1,500 repair. A lot of our customers would find it very difficult, if not impossible, to come up with that $350 payment and that unexpected $1,500 repair. Would you fall into that same category? Yeah, so right now, I understand what you're saying. The $420 is $70 more a month, okay? But here's the deal. The great news is that $420 is going to be fixed. A fixed payment for, if not a great portion of it, maybe all of that term of your loan, okay? So the great news is the only thing you're responsible for is that $420. A lot of our customers can work off of a budget, okay? And they just said this before, you really work off of a budget. They can work off that budget. They know the $420 is coming. The great news is that the mechanical part of it is going to be covered. Now you have the peace of mind of only being responsible for $420. So a lot of our people would rather come up with that $70 than to take the risk of paying that $350 payment, that $1,500 repair they can't pay, okay, and put themselves in a position, number one, is they can't make their payment. Number two is they can't fix their car, and it could ruin their credit, okay? So we find a lot of our customers would just rather be flexible with that fixed payment than that variable payment, and that way they at least have the peace of mind while they own their vehicle for the rest of the time. So why don't we just go ahead and wrap this up, let you enjoy your car, that way you have the peace of mind, you have the full factory warranty, you said you love the car. Why don't we just go ahead and wrap this up and just need your approval right here.
Okay. Another thing to consider too, it will be the gas.
Gas mileage flows.
Yeah.
Gas mileage flows, right?
That can be another important feature.
No doubt about it.
There is in there. So just find some extra features that can overcome the other part. It may make shine the benefits
Right.
instead of.
Right. Okay, so you want to bring up the gas mileage, right? So let's just say they're trading out of a F-150, okay, And now we're getting into a Altima, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now all of a sudden, we're gonna use the gas mileage flows, and there are gas mileage charts that you can have out there on the website that you guys can actually get a hold of, and it'll tell you exactly what the savings would be based on what the gas mileage is and what the current gas prices are, okay? And exactly what you can do is you could use it as a payment close, a gas payment close, right? So, hey, listen, I understand, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, that your payment's actually $100 more a month. I understand that, okay? And I appreciate your concern. Here's what we find with a lot of our customers, right? So what am I doing right now?
You're talking about.
I'm speaking in what?
You acknowledge, and then you are talking
Speaking in
about
third
the
person.
I'm speaking in third person, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about experiences of past customers that I've dealt with, and I'm showing empathy, right? I understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. Not a problem, okay? I deal with it every day. You're not alone, right? All the rest of my customers follow in the same footsteps as you. They have the same concerns. Here's the great news, right? Here's the great news, Vinny, is that now the fact that you're trading out of this F-150, okay, and now I know your payment's $100 more a month, okay? The great news is that it's going to save you $200 a month in gas, right? Whatever the payment is, right? It's going to save you $200 a month in gas. So the great news is not only are you going to get a new car under factory warranty, you're going to be on that fixed payment rather than that variable payment, okay? That's if they're out of factory warranty, by the way. Make sure they're out of factory warranty, okay? Or soon to be a variable payment if they're close to out of factory warranty. And you're going to be able to save yourself $100 a month outgoing based on your gas and fuel economy. What do you say about that? Well, I'm just going to wrap this up. That way you can go ahead and set yourself up on that fixed payment with the lower gas mileage and save yourself some money. Right?
Especially around here, because we have a lot of customers coming from Atisha, from Carlsbad. This is the only Nissan in several cities
Yes.
around.
Yes.
So they come from some other places, and they are used to travel the oil field,